Good morning, friends. Now we are going to discuss the topic is linear programming problem (LPP) in operations research. Linear programming problem deals with optimization. Optimization means either maximization or minimization of a function of a decision variables known as objective function. The variables whose values determine the solution of a problem are called decision variables of the problem. Here it is the objective function. This x1 and x2 are called decision variable because the value of this x1 and x2 only decides the value, maximize or minimize. Optimization is maximize or minimize. That values is decided by these two variables x1 and x2. That's the reason we can call these two variables as a decision variable. Now subject to set of simultaneous linear equations or inequality. So this thing is called that simultaneous linear equations, or you can call it as a constraints, restrictions. This equations comes always with the inequalities or equations. So that depends upon the given problems data. So this is called linear programming problem, what, mathematical model, general model of this. Now mathematical formulation of LPP. Here if j is varies from 1 to n, or the n decision variables of the problem, and if the system is subject to m constraints, then general mathematical model can be written in the form optimize. I told you very clearly, optimize means it may be either max or min, anyone among these two only. Here we mentioned generalized format is what, j is varies from 1 to n. That's the reason here n number of variable, this variable only we are calling as a what, decision variable. And also by using this, the problem may have some set of constraints. Here the constraints is generalized form we are mentioning is what, gi. Here I is varies from 1 to m number of constraints with n number of variables. The constraints may have any one of these inequalities or equal based on the given problem. The right side is a constant. The bi, I is varies from 1 to m. If how many constraints are there, similarly simultaneously the constants also will come the same manner. So these constraints only we can call as a what, set of constraints. And finally we are writing the variable. What are the variables are involved? The decision variables. The variable should be always greater than or equal to 0. That indicates the variable involved in the problem should be always a non-negative. So that we have to mention always this model only we can call it as a mathematical formulation of LPP. The continuation of this will discuss few problems. The problems may given like theory format like this only. If it is a given, and to form the mathematical formulation we have to follow some procedure. So to the procedure here only involves 4 steps. The procedure, step 1, we have to identify the unknown decision variables to be determined and assign the symbols to them. That is, how many variables are involved in the problem, that we are going to find first. Identify the unknown, which indicates how many variables are involved. That variables we have to determine first. After identifying these variables we are going to assign the symbols. Symbol is nothing but you can give a name is x1, x2, or some other problem we can give as what, x, y, z. That only we can call it as a what, symbols. So first we have to identify how many variables are involved in that problem, I mean the decision variables. After finding that we are going to assign some symbols. Symbols means the what, names x1, x2 or xyz or lmn, any name you can assign. Step number 2, identify all the restrictions or constraints in the problem. So you have to identify, next is what, first decision variable, next number of constraints involved in the problem. That constraint should have the what, by using the decision variable only we are going to express that. Identify all the restrictions or constraints in the problem and express them as a linear equations or inequalities. I told you that the constraints may come with the equations or inequalities less than or equal, or it may come what greater than or equal of decision variables. The variables, first you are going to find that the unknown variable. By using that, the decision variables only you are going to form, you are going to express the restrictions. Do remember that the restrictions may come with the equations or inequalities by the given data in the problem. The step number 3, identify the objective or aim. Each and every problem should have objective. Objective is nothing but either the given problem may have that minimize or maximize. Among these two, only any one. That one you are going to identify in the given problem. Either we have to maximize the given problem or minimize the given problem. That we are going to identify. That indicates the step number 3. Now step number 4, express the complete formulation of LPP as a general mathematical model. Complete formulation. So what is complete formulation? Complete formulation means, the first page I explained that this only you are going to say as a what? Complete formulation. So objective function followed by the constraints, and finally you are mentioning that the variable involved is a what? Non-negative. This only you are going to say is what? Formulation, mathematical formulation, general formulation of LPP. So after applying these 3 steps, the final step says complete formulation is the general model, the general mathematical model only you can say that. And also I given some note to this. Here in this inequalities, we have to put some inequalities. Step number 2, which indicates inequalities. The inequalities, either it may have what? Less than or equal or greater than or equal. So how to determine this inequalities? The constant should have what type of inequalities? To that only I given the note in the bottom. Usage of manpower, time, raw material, etc. So in any problem, the manpower is given, so only 10 members. If the manpower is given only 10 members, means you have to complete the problem with the 10 members or less than that. You can't use more than 10. In that cases, you are going to use that the notation is what? Less than or equal. Suppose the time is mentioned, you have to complete the job within the time limit, 10 hours, 10 day or 10 weeks. If it is a given time limit is given to complete the project, you have to complete the project with the time limit, the given problem of 10 days or 10 weeks. In that cases, you are going to use the inequalities less than. Less than means you can complete the problem within the time limit or the exact time. You can't use what? You can't use more time. I mean more than the fixed time. Raw material also in the similar manner. If the raw material is given to manufacture some product, means you have to use the minimize the raw material to complete the product. So in that cases arise, you are going to use the inequalities what? Less than or equal. Do remember that when you are going to use up less than or equal means usage of manpower, time and raw material. So such cases arises, you are going to put the inequality in the constraint is less than or equal. So in the second point is production. Production is always greater than or equal. So whenever the production cases problems comes, you are going to use in the constraints what? Greater than or equal. This is a clue you are going to apply when you are going to form a constraints. So this is a procedure which indicates what? Procedure for forming a LPP model. So you do remember the 4 steps to form a LPP model, mathematical model of any given problem. Now we will discuss few problems in this. Here the problem may be in the form of what? Theory like this, the big theory. See, a firm manufactures 2 types of product. The product name they mention is what? A and B, and sells them at a profit of rupees 2 and rupees 2 on type A and rupees 3 on type B. Each product is processed on 2 machines M1 and M2. So type A requires 1 minute of processing time on M1 and 2 minutes of what, M2. So product A, it takes what, 1 minutes processing time of M1 and 2 minutes on M2. Similarly, the type B requires 1 minute on M1 and 1 minute on M2. Machine M1 is available for not more than 6 hours 40 minutes, while machine M2 is available for 10 hours during any working day. Formulate the problem as a LPP so as to maximize. In this problem, they mention the objective. Your aim should be here. In this problem is a maximize. So if it is not given, if any words comes like profit, it is understood you are going to maximize the objective only. So no one will think about the what, minimize the profit. So if the profit comes, understood what, maximize the objective, right? Now if the problem is given like this, first the step number 1 which says here, to form a LPP, you are going to identify the what. By the step number 1 it says what, you are going to identify decision variable. The decision variable you are going to consider only the based on the product which comes to the what, that profit price, the price which comes corresponding to the product. The based on the price only you are going to consider the decision variable. The product A whose price is 2, that product B, type B, whose price is what, 3. Here the 2 product is given and whose price is mentioned rupees 2 and rupees 3. This price only decides the value of the objective function. Therefore, the based on the price 2 product A and B, therefore you are going to consider what, 2 decision variables. In this problem, the decision variables are what, 2. So first we decide how many decision variables. I told you very clearly, after deciding that variables, you are going to assign the symbols. So in this problem, I told you symbols may be anyone. In general, as a mathematician, we are going to use always the symbol is what, x1, x2 or xy. So here we need 2 variables. So that's why we are going to assign the symbol to that variable is, let x1 and x2 are the decision variables. We are giving the symbols, signs to the what, variables x1 and x2. If any problem is given like this, simply first you are going to form a table. The table will help you to form a formulation easily. Now if the product is given, how many products is given here, A and B. So you can put like this, product is what, A and B. Similarly, the machines, you have what, 2 machines. M is machines what, M1 and M2. The availability of machines. Here product A, processing in machine 1. See that product A requires 1 minute on what, M1 and 2 minutes on M2. Product A requires 1 minute on M1 and 2 minutes on M2. Similarly, type B requires 1 minute on M1 and product A 1 minute on M2. So that product B requires 1 minute on M1 and 1 minute on M2. So now here the last column which indicates availability of machines. As though in the problem they given, machine 1, machine M1 is available for not more than 6 hours 40 minutes and machine M2 is available for 10 hours. See now here machine M1 is available for 6 hours 40 minutes. Machine M2 is available for 10 hours. So now to discuss any problem in mathematically, the unit should be in the same manner then only the calculation will be easy to us. So here the one problem, the one machine is given in the form of for 6 hours 40 minutes, and the M2 is available for 10 hours. So that's the reason we are going to convert the both the machines time in the same unit. 6 hours 10 minutes, 6 hours 10 minutes, 6 hours what plus 40 minutes, 6 hours 40 minutes. This we can convert totally in terms of minutes here. 6 hours into 60 minutes, 360 plus 40, we can write as a what, 400 minutes. And this is for what, machine M1. And similarly machine M2 is available for what, 10 hours. The 10 hours also we are going to convert into what, minutes. So if you are going to convert, it become what, 600 minutes. Now the both the machines available time comes in the same unit like a what, minutes. So availability of machine, availability you can write in the bottom, it will be easy to us. Availability of machine, availability of what, machines. M1 is available for how many hours, what, 400 minutes. And machine M2 is available for what, 600 minutes. So now you can form a what, now that linear equations LPP form. Here initially we assumed that x1 x2 for the corresponding product of what, A is x1 and what, B is x2. Now we can form the equation LPP model easily. So now here 1 into x1, 1 into x1 is what, x1. You are going to form machine M1 is first you consider in this manner M1 fully, then come to what, M2 fully. Machine M1 is what, A takes 1 minutes, 1 into x1 plus machine M1, in this M1 product B takes how many minutes, 1 minutes, 1 into x2. Here machine M1 is available, maximum is available what, 400 minutes. We can use this machine only maximum of 400 minutes. So you can't cross that minutes. That's the reason maximum you can use what, 400. You can use less than that also. That's the reason you can put the symbol is what, less than or equal to 400 minutes. Similarly come to the second one, x1 for the what, variable product of A, 2 into x1 plus 1 into x2. Here the machine M2 is also available of maximum of what, 600 minutes. So you can use this machine also maximum of 600. That's the reason what, you can put less than or equal. You can use maximum of 600, otherwise you can use less than that also. That's the reason we are putting the inequality is what, less than or equal of 600. Now after writing this the constraint restrictions, so now you are writing that the variable decision variables are what, x1 and x2. x1 and x2 must be always what, positive. And finally the step numbers 3 is after finding the objective function, after finding the first step, finding a decision variable. Step 2 what, says that form a constraint. And step 3 is what, you are going to find out the write the objective function. What is your objective? Your objective function is in the final line, which indicates objective is all objective. In this problem they mention is what, maximize. So you are going to maximize the function, maximum, maximize the Z. Here the product A and product B, two products are comes, corresponding the profit price of A is what, 2. For the A only you are assigning the variable of what, x1. So 2 into x1. For A value is what, 2. 2 into x1 plus for the product B, the profit price they given is what, 3. For the B only you are assigned the decision variable is what, x2. 3 into x2. Objective function. Already you formed that what, constraints, subject to the constraints, subject to the constraints. So in the constraints what you formed here, x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 400, and the second constraint is 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 600. Then finally I told you that decision variables, what are the decision variable involved in the problem, should be always what, non-negative. So, and you are mentioning the decision variable x1 comma x2 must be always what, greater than or equal to 0. This model only you can say is a what, general mathematical model of LPP. So first is objective function, and the second is constraints, and the third you are mentioning the decision variable is what, non-negative. This model only you can say as a what, general mathematical model of LPP. Now the continuation of this mathematical model formation of LPP, the second one. Here the FM produces three product. They given the product one. If directly the box is given like this, table is given like this, very easy to form a what, LPP model to us. Here FM produces three product, product 1, product 2, product 3, and the products are processed on three different machines. The time required to manufacture 1 unit of each of the three products and the daily capacity of the three machines are given in the table below. Here product 1, product 2, product 3, three products, time per unit to produce the what, product in each machines they given very clearly. Machines M1, M2, M3, and also machines capacity. You can use maximum of this machine per day. For machine M1 is what, 440 minutes, machine M2 is 470 minutes, machine M3 is 430 minutes. And it is required to determine the number of units to be produced, manufactured for each product daily. The profit per unit for product 1, 2, 3 is rupees 4. Rupees 4 comes product 1, rupees 3 comes for the product 2, rupees 6 comes for the product 3 respectively. It is assumed that all the amount produced or consumed in the market. Formulate the mathematical model for the problem. Here it is not mentioned you are going to maximize or minimize the objective function. I told you very clearly that initially at the time of discussing the steps itself, when you are going to consider the manufacturing the product, in that cases arise, you are going to what, maximize. So now first the step 1 says you are going to identify the decision variables. The decision variables only based on the product price. Here the price which comes for the three products, product 1, product 2, product 3. That product only here mentioning what, prices, rupees 4, rupees 3, rupees 6. That's the reason you are going to consider three decision variable. How many decision variable in this problem? The decision variables are what, 3. First finding the what, decision variables. How many decision variables are involved in the problem? You are very clear the decision variables on the given problem is what, 3. After finding the decision variables, you are going to assign symbols. It's nothing but the name. So now you can assume that the what, decision variables are, let x1, x2, x3 are the decision variables. Decision variables of the given problem. After naming the decision variables, so as for the step number 2 is you are forming a what, constraints, restrictions by using the decision variable with the inequalities. Inequalities means either it may have what, less than or equal or greater than or equal. Now we assign that the decision variables for the product only, because the product only which comes what, which maximize or minimize the objective. For the product 1 we assumed that what, x1. For the product 2 we assumed what, x2. For the product 3 we assumed x3. So now to form a constraints, here x1 for machine 1 produce the product which takes what, 2 minutes. So 2 into x1, 2 into x1 plus product 2 which takes 3 minutes in m1, 3 into x2, then product 3 which takes 2 minutes in m1. First we are going to complete the one machine fully, m1, so that's the reason 2 into x3. Totally the machine which is available per day, maximum of what, 440 minutes. You can't use more than 440 minutes. You can use less than or equal. So that's the reason we are putting that the constraints inequality less than or equal of what, 440. Similarly the second constraints for the m2 machines, 4 into x1, 4x1. For the product 2, it is not producing by the machine 2, that's the reason they given dash. So you don't need to use that x2 variable here. Directly move on to the x3, 3 into x3. So 4x1, 4 into x1, 4x1 plus, here no x2, the variable x2 is not available for the product 2, that's the reason we have moved on to the x3, 3 into x3, 3 into x3. Here also machine m2 is available, the maximum of per day is what, 470 minutes per day. Machine capacity is what, 470 minutes. So that's the reason we can use the machine 2 is also maximum. That's the reason we are putting less than or equal. You can use maximum of 470 or less than that. So that's the reason we are putting the constraints inequality is what, 470. Now similarly the third constraint you are going to form for the machine 3, 2 into x1, 2 into x1 plus 5 into x2, 5 into x2. In this problem, in this third, the machine is not functioning for the product 3, so that's the reason they put a what, dash. So you leave the variable x3 for the third constraints. You can consider only x1 and x2. So 2x1 plus 5x2. The machine 3 is available per day, maximum capacity is what, 430. I told you we can use maximum of what, 430 or less than that. That's the reason we are putting the third constraints inequality is also what, less than or equal to 430. First you decide how many decision variables and you are giving the name to the decision variable, then you are forming a constraints. After forming the constraints, you are going to form a general mathematical model of a what, given problem. So now here product produces that comes, you are going to use, your objective should be always what, maximize. So maximum of z, and the product you have what, three products, product 1, product 2, product 3. Product 1 price is what, 4 into x1, 4 into x1, objective function, 4 into x1. The price for the second product, product 2, cost is what, 3, 3 into x2 plus 6 into x3, 3 into x2 plus 6 into x3. This is a what, objective function. Now you are going to write the constraints involved in the problem you already formed. You are going to write a what, general mathematical model. So that's the reason you are writing what, second, subject to the constraints involved in the problem. So what you written in the earlier, that you are going to rewrite again the same, 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 2x3, 2x1 plus 3x2 plus 2x3 is less than or equal to what, 440, less than or equal to 440. The second constraint is 4x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 470, 4x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 470. Third constraint is 2x1 plus 5x less than or equal to 430, 2x1 plus 5x2 is less than or equal to 430. Now after that, I told you very clearly in the final line, you are mentioning that the variable, the decision variable should be always what? Non-negative. That's the reason you are mentioning the last line here. X1 and X2, X3 are always positive, that is greater than or equal to 0. This model only you can say is a what? General mathematical model of linear programming problem. Objective function and followed by the constraints and decision variable or what? Non-negative. This only is a what? Mathematical model of LPP. Followed by the third problem. FM produces an alloy having the following specification is specific gravity less than or equal to, here the constraints inequality is very clearly given, you can use the same. So specific gravity less than or equal to 0.98, chromium greater than or equal to 8%, melting point greater than or equal to 450 degrees Celsius. The raw materials A, B and C having the properties shown in the table can be used to make the alloy. The property, so they given initially specific gravity, chromium, melting point. The product A, raw material, then B, C, whose capacity, whose specific gravity, chromium, melting point of each raw material is given the table. The cost of the various raw material per unit is also mentioned below. Rupees 90 for A, rupees 280 for B, rupees 40 for C. So A price is 90, B price is 280, C price is 40. Find the properties in which A, B and C be used to obtain an alloy of desired property, while for the cost of raw material is minimum. So I told you very clearly, if it is not mentioned a minimum also, when the part comes raw material or manpower or time, it is understood whose objective always should be what? Minimum. In this problem it is very clearly mentioned, so you can use the same what they mentioned here. First you are going to identify, so the procedure is what? We are going to identify the decision variable. The decision variable you can judge only based on the product price, whose corresponding prices. Here the product we have what? A, B, C, and also price is also mentioned for the A, B, C only. Therefore in this problem also the decision variables are 3. And after finding the decision variable, the number of decision variable, you are going to name the decision variable. Let x1, x2, x3 are the decision variables. After naming the decision variable, you are forming a constraints. Here I told you very clearly, the product of, for the A only you are assuming a what? X1. Product of B you are assuming a what? X2. Product of X3 you are assuming a what? X3. Now A what? X1. So 0.92 into X1. 0.92 into X1 plus 0.97 into X2 plus 1.04 into X3. The specific gravity is what? The problem itself they mentioned specific gravity is less than or equal to 0.98. So that's the reason of the specific gravity. The line you are mentioning that the constraints inequality is less than or equal to 0.98. When does a chromium comes for the product A is what? 7%. So 7 into X1 plus 13 into X2 plus 16 into X3. For the chromium what? Greater than or equal to 8%. Forming a chromium constraints, you are putting the inequality is greater than or equal to 8. Now the third, melting point of each product. For A is what? 440 degrees Celsius. So that 440 into X1 plus 490 into X2 plus 490 into x2 plus 480 into x3. For melting point whose inequality is mentioned is what? Greater than or equal to 450. You are going to use the inequality which comes what? Greater than or equal to 450 for the third constraint. So now you find the decision variables and naming the decision variable and framing a constraints. After framing this, you are going to writing a objective function of the given problem. In this problem they mention your objective should be is what? Minimum. The problem itself they mention your objective should be what? Minimum. So you are writing as a what? Minimum of z. For the product A, they given the price is what? 90 into x1 plus. For the product B, the price they mentioned is what? 280 for the what? B. We assign the variable for the B is what? X2. So 280 into x2 plus. Here the C whose cost is 40 rupees. For C we assign the variable is what? X3. So 40 into x3. This is the objective function we written. Followed by we have to write what? Constraints. Subject to the constraints. Constraints we formed earlier in the first page. 0.92 x1, 0.92 into x1 plus 0.97 into x2 plus 1.04 into x3 less than or equal to 0.98. The second constraint is 7x1 plus 13x2 16x3. 7x1 plus 13x2 plus 16x3 greater than or equal to 8. Greater than or equal to 8. Third constraint we framed here. 440x1, 490x2, 480x3. 440x1 plus 490x2 plus 480x3. The third constraint comes along with the inequality of greater than or equal to 440. Greater than or equal to 450 degree Celsius. So objective function followed by the constraints. Then finally we have to write the decision variables. The decision variables involved in the problem is what? Non-negative. So the decision variables are here x1, x2 and x3 is always greater than or equal to 0. So this format only we can say the what? General mathematical form of linear programming problem of the given one. The last problem in this case, followed by the example 3, we discuss the example number 4. A person wants to decide the constitutions of the constitute the diet which will fulfill his daily requirements of proteins, fats and carbohydrates at the minimum cost. The choice is to be made from 4 different types of foods. The yields per unit of these foods are given in the following table. Here they mention the 3 types of what? Daily requirements levels. Protein, this level is minimum of 800. Fats, is a minimum of 200. Carbohydrates 700. Here they taken the 4 different types of the products. So as per the steps to form the LPP, first you are going to decide how many decision variable. Here you have the what? 3 types of the products. Now 4 types of the product, because the price which comes to what? The 4 product only. the 4 types of product. Here the cost is mentioned for the what? The 4 types of the product only. So I told you very clearly the cost which comes corresponding to what? For that only you are going to consider the variable. Here 4 types of product comes with what? 4 different prices. The reason you are assuming that decision variables are 4 to the given problem. Now naming the decision variable x1, x2, x3, x4. After naming the decision variable, you are forming a constraints. You are assigning that product of x. Type 1 is what? X1. And here is what? X2, x3, x4. Now you are forming a constraints. 3 into x1, 3x1 plus 4 into x2 plus 8 into x3 plus 6 into x4. Minimum requirements. Your protein level per day is needs what? Minimum requirements. Minimum you need 800. You can take more than that also. If it is comes what? Minimum. For example, you have to score in the examinations minimum of 35 marks to get pass, means if you're getting 40 means also get a what? Pass mark only. That's the reason minimum, which indicates what? Greater than or equal. Minimum, the minimum needs. You can take more also. The minimum requirements is what? 800. So that's the reason you are putting that the inequality constraints. The inequality for the constraints is what? Greater than or equal. You need minimum of 800. You can take more than that also. Minimum comes put what? Greater than or equal. Similarly for the second constraints, 2 into x1, 2x1, then 2 into x2, 7 into x3 plus 5 into x4. For the fat level, minimum requirement per day is what? 200 units minimum. So you may take more also. So this is greater than or equal to 200. Similarly for the third constraint, 6 into x1 plus 4 into x2, 7 into x4 plus 7 into x3 plus 4 into x4. The minimum requirement level of the carbohydrates is what? 700. Minimum we need is, the reason we are putting 700 is what? Greater than or equal to 700. So first finding a decision variable and forming a constraint by using the decision variable. The step number 3, which says you are forming a what? Objective function. Here the objective functions, this is what? Very clearly in this case minimum cost. Minimum cost. So wants to minimum cost. That's why a minimum of z equal to, here the price which comes corresponding to the food type, 45 into x1 plus 40 into x2 plus 85 into x3 plus 65, whose corresponding variable we assigned to what? x4. 65 into x4. We formed that objective function. Now we are writing a constraint subject to the constraints. So constraints we formed here: 3x1, 4x2, 8x3, 6x4. 3x1, 4x2 plus 8x3 plus 6x4 greater than or equal to 800. Second constraint is 2x1, 2x2, 2x1, 2x2 plus 7x3 2x1 plus 2x2 plus 7x3 plus 5x4 greater than or equal to 200. 5x4 greater than or equal to 200. The last constraint is 6x1 plus 4x2. 6x1 plus 4x2 plus 7x3 plus 7x3 plus 4x4 greater than or equal to 700. 4ax4 greater than or equal to 700. After forming a constraints, we have to write about that decision variables. x1, x2, x3, ax4 are always greater than or equal to 0. So this is called the general mathematical model of linear programming problem. Objective function subject to the constraints. The constraints are greater than or equal to 0. Thank you.